Hi, I'm Avner Peleg. I am the Customer Development Director at hSo. hSo is a service provider, and what we do essentially is a set of work across the connectivity, the communications, and the cloud platforms, and we provide those services to customers based on our infrastructure and based on the requirements that they have. In order to make sure applications get the right priority, we use a number of mechanisms. One of them is a technical term called quality of service, which is where each piece of information, each packet that goes through the network from particular applications, which could be a telephony packet, could be a database packet, could be a Facebook packet. All those packets are tagged with a priority level. Our network basically looks at those and makes a call about who should get priority in case there is congestion in the network. But we make sure that we implement that end to end. So from the customer's site across to the cloud and onto the internet, to make sure that end to end the service is predictable and applications that need prioritization do get that. First differentiation is that we focus on innovation both in technology solutions but also in commercial models. So whilst we have very large platforms where we can serve standard products at standard prices, we prefer to engage with customers to customize a solution that more perfectly fits, if you want, their requirements, both technically and commercially. Another differentiation in a cloud environment is that we offer a full set of services across connectivity, communications, and the cloud, which means that we can sit down with customers and design a full roadmap of migration to the cloud, from network through to the cloud. And we can have end-to-end accountability for the entire process. And customers like that. They like to know that someone's going to handhold them throughout the process. People have greater demands from the network, but those demands are quite complex in what they're trying to do. So, I mean, we often hear about people's networks being abused for using a lot of network for the wrong reasons, and that may affect a mission critical business application. So something that we've invested a lot in and had to work hard on over the years is making sure the networks, the core networks that we use to deliver cloud services, are application aware, so that we can work with our customers on making sure that, yes, the usage of the network grows, but we are actually monitoring and making sure that the right applications are getting the right type of bandwidth and are getting the priority over perhaps the wrong applications or the applications that are not as important to some people. In the 20 years or so that I've been in the industry, obviously a lot of things have happened. What we're clearly seeing is the use of networks has gone from a relatively small use for entertainment to a mission critical use of networks for running businesses. I obviously see that trend continuing, and with the cloud we're seeing people moving servers, applications from the offices onto platforms. It gives them businesses flexibility, scalability, cost efficiencies, allows them to grow much quicker, much more easily. So I think that's only going to grow. I mean, there's no reason to go back to having servers under the desk where you can have infinite amount of compute in a data center. And being a network service provider, we know that we're only going to be able to provide more network for effectively less money as time goes on. There's more and more technology about how we get the network. Could be wireless, could be wired, could be using a drone, I guess. But whichever way we get it, we will have access to online platforms. So we're seeing all that knowledge move and information, data moving onto those platforms, and we need to make sure that people have immediate and constant access to those platforms.